Hello, Dragon Folk. Welcome on back. We are back with more Magic the Gathering Arena, and we're going to be trying out the Simic challenge deck of Avalanche. That's the blue-green, the new color challenge deck that just came out there. So, with this, I'm assuming it's something along the lines of snow stuff, considering its name, but also, I know there are a lot of really cool snow, green, and blue cards, so we'll see what we have in here. It's my first time taking a look at the deck, so I'll have to kind of go over everything. We have an Ascended Spirit. Essentially, you level up this card from what it looks like. You can pay 2, and then it's becomes a Spirit Warrior with base toughness, power, and toughness 2/3 for 3 snow mana. If it is a warrior, you put a flying counter on it, and it becomes a Spirit Warrior Angel with base power and toughness 4/4. And then, if you pay 4 snow mana, if Ascended Spirit is an angel, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it, and it gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So it takes 1 mana to cast this card, and then 9 mana to level it up. That's kind of a lot, but if you don't pay attention to this card and you let it just do whatever it wants, it can definitely be a problem. Bubble Snare, that just keeps your stuff in place. That helps it so your opponent doesn't have anything to do. Pretty much traps their creature. You've got a Blizzard Brawl. Now, I guess I can also explain Snowlands to you guys. Snowlands came out, I think, way back in like Ice Age was like the first time they came out, but essentially they are they're the same basic lands, except they also generate snow mana. So that's what that little symbol is down there, is snow. It's a snowflake. It's for snow mana. So whenever you tap a snow land, you also get the color and snow. So that's kind of how that works. So specifically, you need mana from a snow source to do that. That's how that works. Blizzard Brawl, fantastic uncommon card. If you have 3 or more snow cards, a creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible until the end of the turn, and it fights another creature. So, very good way to get your Death Touch stuff off. Very good way to just clear the board of something that you want to die. It's pretty great. Avalanche Caller, you pay 2 colorless, and target snowland you control becomes a 4/4 elemental creature with hexproof and haste until the end of turn, and it's still a land. So if you really wanted to, if you have a lot of snow lands and you have enough mana, you technically need 3 mana to cast this. You need 2, you want 2 snow lands to tap, and then, really 2 lands at all, to tap, and then a snow land to keep untapped. Check that one, put it in there, and then you have a 4/4 elemental hexproof and haste till end of turn. You could pretty much end the game with just this if you have enough land. And in green, you're probably going to have enough land. Emergent Sequence, this is much like, bringing out lands to become creatures. This does the same thing. You search your library for your basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. That land becomes a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token that's still a land, and you put a +1/+1 counter on it for each land you had entered the battlefield under your control this turn. So if you just play it for 2, you get a 1/1 land. But if you play a land and then play this, you get a 2/2 land. So technically, it's the second land that comes into play. So that's how you're going to want to play it. You're going to play a land and then play Emergent Sequence. And the best part is you can still use that land that comes into play as a creature as a land. So it's ramp, but it's a creature. Lotus Cobra, fantastic rare. Essentially, whenever a land enters the battlefield you control, you add 1 mana of any color. So 3 mana. Sculptor of Winter, you get to untap target snowland. It's a pretty okay card as far as like untapping snowlands. That could even do something along the lines of using Emergent Sequence to bring out a basic snowland and then having Sculptor of Winter untap it, and then it being able to attack that turn, if I recall. Simone, Quandrick's Prodigy. Now, this is a legendary creature. You can pay 1 and tap. You can put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Or you can pay 4 and tap to draw a card. If you control 8 or more lands, draw 2 cards instead. So this obviously focuses a lot on ramp. Ramp is your big thing here. The more lands you have, the more your deck does. Vortex Runner, as long as you control 8 or more lands, gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. So a 3/3 that can't be blocked, as long as you control 8 or more lands. That's the goal. Do that. Quandrick's command, you get to just choose any of these two. It's usually return target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand, counter target artifact or enchantment spell. Very powerful for something low cost. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature, or target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into their library. So, kind of hits a lot of angles there. I would imagine that you'd be countering stuff, or you'd be putting counters on things. I don't know how many times you'd see the last one there. Spirit of the Aldergard enters the battlefield, search the library for a snow land, reveal it, put it to your hand, then shuffle, and then it gets +1/+0 for each other snow permanent you control. So anything that looks like it's got this little snowy effect on it, or anything that says snow in its title, is a snow permanent. So Sculptor of Winter, snow permanent. Snow creature. Snow creature, right? So those are permanents. So, and that includes your lands too. So that is pretty great. You get a lot of value for that. Eureka Moment, draw 2 cards. You may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield. Quandrick's Cultivator. Enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic forest or island card. Like I said, a lot of ramp. When they say Avalanche, it's funny because they're also using the snow form of it, right? Because, like, obviously, you know, with Avalanche Caller, you're able to bring your land to attack. Excuse me. You're going to be able to bring your land to attack, but you're also quite literally going to be throwing your land from your deck onto the battlefield with all the stuff that gets land. You have Bergstrider. When it enters the battlefield, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls, and then if snow was spent to cast a spell, it doesn't untap. So very, very nice way to kind of clear the board for you when you're ready to go. Graven Lore, snow instant, scry X, where X is the amount of snow mana to cast a spell, and then draw 3 cards. So you can scry for however many snow mana you use. Usually it's probably going to be all snow mana, but just a nice way to get scry out. Shaya, Soul of the Wild, amazing mythic. This card's going all around a lot in mono green. Essentially, it gets equal to the amount of lands you control. Its power and toughness are equal to the amount of lands. And non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to their other types. So pretty much everything's a land, which is so crazy. Snow Day, you tap up to 2 target creatures, draw 2 cards and discard a card. So a lot of stuff for 6. Bookworm, enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, draw a card. Put Bookworm from your graveyard into your library, 3rd from the top. So you get to recycle that essentially, and with the amount of mana you'll have on the field, putting down a 7/7 worm is not going to be difficult for you. Also not going to be difficult to cast something like this, which is the Icebreaker Kraken. It costs 1 less to cast for each snow land you control. We're going to have a ton of snow lands, so that works out. Even these are snow land. We have 1 land that is not snow land. So there's 11, 10, 21, 25 snow lands in here. And it costs 1 less to cast for each, which means this 8/8 could cost 2. And then when Icebreaker Kraken enters the battlefield, artifacts and creatures target opponent controls don't untap during the next player's untap step. Turn 3 snow lands you control to their owner's hand. Return Icebreaker Kraken to its owner's hand. So I can return 3 snow lands to my hand, and then I can return this back to my hand as a result of, like, if it is going to be targeted for anything or so on and so forth. So I like how it's looking. I'm excited to see how it works in play, because it seems like it's got very good potential, and honestly, anything dealing with getting land out is pretty great. best part about this is, like, you don't have to worry about getting mana starved. You pretty much just need to worry about getting mana flooded, and even then that doesn't really matter because... yeah. Okay, I like this hand. Not a bad hand. Two Shambling Ghast. Okay. Let's go ahead and get out a Vortex Runner. You know what? No, we don't want to use that for that. So I could do this for this, but they'll fight. But I will take damage, and then I will lose life. So definitely don't want to do that. 8 or more lands. So I could always Blizzard Brawl next turn. Okay. Oh. He might have something in here, but I guess we'll just run and see. Probably trying to get the treasure tokens, to be entirely honest. Sounds about right. So now I can essentially just draw cards, which is really great. Immerstream Predator. Definitely spooky. Definitely glad I saved this for that. I know it gains a thing every time it's tapped. And then it gets its ability. Cool. Oh, you know what? I didn't change our score counter. Look at me. It only took this long for me to figure it out. Getting another treasure token. But what are you summoning for 6? Blood on the Snow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Glad I didn't cast this. Gonna make it that. Luckily, I mean, we could cast them all essentially in one go, so... Fine. I don't know why this... Destroy all creatures, destroy all planeswalkers. Then create a creature token. I don't know why it also didn't destroy his creature. Egg is pretty good. I want to upgrade this, actually. Could always Blizzard Brawl, too. No, I feel like the Blizzard Brawl is going to be more useful later, like right now. Cool. Let's see if maybe we can do this. Probably another Inferno of the Star Mounts, to be honest. Maybe. This guy's name is Vecna. It's kind of funny. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, I guess that's... Oh. That's real good. That's real good. And Immerstrom Predator. Wow. I mean, I have to do this. We'll discard Gravenlore. Maybe we won't discard Gravenlore. I'm mad though because I'm still not going to be able to beat him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. Gotta love these dragons. Now, I need to play something with haste, quick. Never mind, doesn't matter. Unfortunate. I don't think there's anything I can possibly get. I mean, Bubble Snare is good. But it's not going to matter. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh well. I see how it works out though. Like, obviously not going against a crazy treasure dragon deck. I wonder if that's Treasure Hunt. There's a red-black deck called Treasure Hunt. I feel like that definitely is what that's meant for. But not a bad start. I mean, like, I didn't expect to get that Ascended Spirit to 6/6. But I did. That Blood on the Snow, though, definitely was a problem. That's a lot of land for me not having anything. No, we don't want this much land. 5 land, something that gets us land, and then something that untaps land. It's a little bit better. Let's get Book Room out of here for right now. Swarm Shambler. Ah, this is the big +1/+1 deck. You pay 1 and tap Swarm Shambler to give it a +1/+1 counter. Kind of wild. Okay. One green insect creature token. Very interesting deck. Snakeskin Veil. I don't know why you did that, but I feel like there's something more. I feel like there's a Hydra that's going to be dropped soon that I should really use the Bubble Snare on. And he's going to get an insect creature token, but this guy also can just like give himself +1/+1 counters, and like I don't like that. I don't think that's how that's going to go down, but ooh, that is really what I need to get rid of that ASAP. Oh, man. Like, and that's the other thing, is it doesn't even matter, because the Scoot Swarm, it's an ability, so even me tapping it, it doesn't like it needs to attack. I need to kill that. This deck would be very, very well off with something to, like, return everything to the hand, or... Although they seem to be going kind of all out, and I'm wondering if they're just, like, dropping stuff for the sake of it. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, well... let's drop Elderguard. We'll make it a island. Yeah, this Scoot Swarm is going to be the death of me for sure. Oh man, what? No, there's no way. He's gonna do something with this. Absolutely. Giant Growth. Giant Growth? He's got to have Giant Growth. Something. He's got 5 mana. Unless it's a kill spell. Then I guess he could do that too, but... I wonder if he messed up, though. He should not have swung with the Scoot Swarm. Maybe he's doing math. 3, 5, 7 incoming. If he can double all that, he'll win. He can double all that, he will win. Mm-hmm. All right. Interesting. I still don't have any creatures, so I can't really do anything here. Yep, still no creatures, so unfortunately I will still lose. Ah. I wouldn't have helped me anyway. But for the 0-2. Now, I also have to say that while the decks may not be performing very well, just as a heads up for those of you who are watching, even though the decks might not perform very well, it is still very much so up to the deck that we play against. Because I could be, playing something like this, and somebody could be playing, some high tier, is it dragons kind of stuff, right? It's actually not a bad hand. While I'm playing a starter deck that is severely lacking on rares and mythics. And so obviously you can't just be like, after these 5 matches I know what deck works and what doesn't. You also have to know that I'm a mediocre duelist at best. So I'm by no means sitting here like calculating every single thing. Like I'm calculating, but I'm not so like in depth. Like I don't have a list of my deck next to me and what I have and what I don't have and what will work and what won't kind of deal. I'm assuming this is Leonin stuff. Mark Aspirin. Ew. Yeah, this is code spell stuff. This is an interesting deck. Code spell clerics and luminarchs. Can I get a shy out next turn? I can. They're gonna wipe the floor with me because of these Luminarch aspirants. That's what's going to give them the upper hand here, for sure. There's not much I can do in regards to making sure that they don't ever get hit. So yeah. 8 or more lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so no attacks. Now the problem is that he's going to be able to go over my head with all this, which is unfortunate, but Spellbind or something. He knows it's good for him, it'll be Bergstrider, but it probably won't be It is Bergstrider. Cool. He knows what he's doing. Yep. Give it all to the guys up here. Guys are just gonna keep getting the things. See, a deck like this would do well to get Scoot Swarm on the field. That would be great. But yeah, 9 damage like that, out of this world. Bam. Green. Basic Forest. think that's still game. Yeah, it's still game. Still 7 on the air. Oh. Guess this deck does not have much to do with getting rid of flyers. It's a really good turnout, though. I mean, I like the idea behind it, but something like this, so many low-cost things. I mean, this whole thing dies to a board wipe. So, like, if you played this against something like... And it's all situational, too, right? If you played something like this against, like, mono black or, like, anything that splashes black, and they played Blood on the Snow, you'd be dead. If you played anything that against white and they played Doomscar, you'd be dead. Like, your whole deck is this small little... I believe they call that deck the White Weenie deck, because it's literally just got a bunch of little weenie monsters, and that's the whole concept of it. A lot of things you can bring out real quick. All right, so we're 0-3 with the deck right now. Once again, does not mean the deck is bad. Just means that, unfortunately, we're probably going up against some people who are very good, or better hands than we do, or playing better decks than we are. So, not much we can do in regards to that. I kept this hand because of Simone and a Vortex Runner. Always the Shambling Gas. So this will help us ramp a little bit. Deadly Dispute to get a treasure. That's such like good profit right there. 2 treasure tokens. Spend 2 mana, get 2 mana. I see. Well, good. So now I have Spirit of the Elderguard that I can summon next turn. Although they've got a stacked hand, so I'm honestly not expecting much from this. Yeah, Loth is not what I wanted to see here.
Are you enraptured? I will cull the weak.
Island. Bam. So, like, look at this. We got 6 lands to their 3. But they have a lot of cards in hand. We do not. We are going to draw, though. Woof. Not cool. Soul Shatter is not okay.
It's bold to bargain with me.
Yeah. Okay, we could Spirit again. We will Spirit again. We'll get another island. And then we can even Vortex Runner if we wanted to. Merchants, go ahead and get a treasure. So this thing's gonna stay at 1 so long as I've got it there, but okay, sacrifice that, draw a card, Necrotic's Fumes. I'm assuming. Ah, Mascot Exhibition. Okay.
children.
Luff is a good one. Okay, what do we get? Quandrick's command can go up front. Another Vortex Runner can go up front. You can go in below. You can go below. You can go below. Can't be blocked. Perfect.
The light is insufferable.
Now it's unfortunate because they're going to get a mascot exhibition out here, but that's fine. Because they're not going to mascot exhibition. Perfect. I'll take it. Okay. Should we Ashaya? Probably. Let's see what happens. Okay. Get out of here with your bullshit. We could also Quandrick's command, but we're not going to. We're just going to swing. No blocks. Perfect. Oh, he doesn't even have enough mana for this. Mascot exhibition. Dang, man. Got a lot of destruction that he's getting out of his hand right now, so we're gonna have to see how we're gonna handle that. I'm not gonna attack, but it's like I could theoretically, but they've got so much destruction in their deck. I'm almost certain it's just not gonna matter. It's just gonna keep doing it, literally forever. Gonna bring out Evan Death next turn. Okay. Yeah, I'll pay this. Spiders. Yeah. So he's either gonna mascot exhibition or he's gonna. Oh, he couldn't Evan Death. He got something in his hand that he's saving. I'm not sure what it is, though. Oh, well. That's great. Another merchant. Golly. I don't know. It's turning to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Let's go ahead and just do this. Oh, that's already tapped. Let's take this out. Land. We could play this. Can we need to wait now? You're good to go. You can do that. Yeah, I don't want to waste it. Oh, it's going to be rough. They have to play mascot. They have to. Blood Chief's Thirst. Man. Really, we were just waiting it out, huh? Should have thought about that. Should have thought about the fact that they could just kill them. I don't even care. Do not even care. I don't know if I should do that. Might not be the best move. Oh, that's entirely the best move. Yeah, one less thing to sacrifice now. Gosh, it's so good. So as you can see, like, this Vortex Runner is putting in work, right? Like, obviously, now it doesn't matter, but obviously is putting in work. This was not a good call. I don't know, dude. Green, doesn't matter. Yeah. Now they know they've got it. Just mascot exhibition, clear the board. Yeah. I mean, they went through a lot of this. They get to draw. This is just great. Sure. Let's just go wide. I guess this is all we can do, right? That's all we can do is go wide. I wouldn't have gotten rid of the 2-1 that could fly, but yeah, bring out your Evan Death. That sucks. He's also got enough to make that thing. All right, I want more things, please. More actual cards and not lands. There we go. This thing's gonna die to like a soul shatter or whatever. Okay. Are we going to be able to pull this off, yes or no? I just want to know. We're so close. This is such like a... I actually kind of want to kill that first. Return. So now he's going to try and sacrifice something else. Okay, Blood Chief's Thirst. Take that back, thank you. Nothing died. You're just gonna swing with that. No. No, I won't block. Do you have anything? Do you even have any? It's getting real down to the wire here. Not sure if I'm in love with it, but... Okay, summon it again. Let's draw 2 more cards. Hope for something good. Get some more stuff on the board. I literally ran out of lands. Like, what? I have nothing but, like, lands in my hand. No attacks. Let's just see what happens, I guess. It's probably gonna kill one of his creatures. And he's gonna be able to get his dragon back. Just a bunch of slow-cost creatures. This really has no business being this intense of a game, but I think we're both making some pretty good plays here. He's getting his cards. I'm getting my cards. He's getting a Dracolich. Although he plays Dracolich, he can't bring out a Faceless Haven. Which essentially means that I think I win. I was just kidding. Okay. Specimens. Okay, he gets to learn Necrotic Fumes, probably. Look at that. What a surprise. Got it. Use its ability. He's got something in his hand to turn the tides of this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that was the right move. All right, before we go ham. I think I could go in. No. No. Yeah, he actually gave up. I don't think I was ready to win. I don't think that was actually a win there, but that was a really long game. My goodness. See, you gotta make good plays, and you gotta kind of wheel it out. Like that guy dropped a lot of his removal like real early, like super early. And we were essentially just going around in circles until one of us decided we had too much. And I wasn't willing to give up. I definitely think he had the win though, because I just feel like he had it. Not the best hand. It's better. Let's just put Bergstride out here for right now. Get some Simone stuff out. Oh. Is this Dimir Rogues? Probably. Yep. That is what is going on here. Awesome. How many lands did I just drop? we are going to... And we won't worry about that, I guess. So now it's going to come down to whether or not... I mean, this is a mill situation, so I just need to overpower him, but unfortunately, I don't have any of my cards. So, every time I get any of these cards, it's just lands going to the grave, so... Just trying to get more stuff to my graveyard. It's probably going to try and race this out. The Vortex Runner would have been nice. Oh well. The downside with this deck is the fact that the downside with this deck is the fact that I literally also have to draw, and so this person's also going to mill. So drawing and milling both don't work out, because I'm going to lose out on a lot of cards. Emulich, ooh. Yeah, that's not good. I didn't even know you threw Demilich in here. Exile up to one target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Copy it. You may cast the copy. Definitely going to bubble snare that. Now I can start drawing cards, but... Point. Try to hold out as much as possible, although I don't see it happening. With the amount that we have to draw, and the fact that he's just poking at us a little bit every now and again, pretty awful. I think if we get another land next turn, I'd be able to play Bookworm, and then we'll be able to do something. Oh, God. That's so awful. Yeah. And do it again. This is a rough mill. Oh, yeah. Definitely not a fun time. There's no way I can win. Quandrick Command, Blizzard Brawl, Bergstrider maybe? I don't know. Quandrick's Command is actually really good, but it doesn't matter because I have to use something here, so... One card left in the deck, and it's Sculptor of Winter. Yep, there it is. Well, it's good to know that this is the mill. Man, you don't even need red for that. That's really good. Well, time for me to try to figure out how to make that happen. So crazy. Alright, well, unfortunately, this deck went 1-4. I'd say we had some pretty good game. We had good game. We had pretty good games throughout. But, I definitely feel like it could use some tweaks for sure. If its whole claim is like landfall stuff, which it really is not. I mean, land comes into play, but I've never been able to use the Avalanche Caller once, so maybe more Avalanche Callers if he's the actual like reason this is the case. Get rid of Lotus Cobra. You get more than enough land put in Scoot Swarm. Scoot Swarm is a fantastic card to put in here, so Scoot Swarm would be fantastic. Ascended Spirit's okay, but like I said, you kind of got to pay 9 mana in order for it to get to its best. And while that's good, you know, when you get it to be there, it's a 6/6 with flying that has, whenever it deals damage to combat damage to a player, draw a card. And I feel like you could do that with less than 9 mana. So Quandrick's Cultivator is nice to get land out. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff in here to get land out. Ashaya is good, but doesn't take full advantage of the fact that everything is a land. While it makes everything a land, the only thing that you'd have, like Icebreaker Kraken is really fantastic in here. Bookworm's really good. I'd say get better big drop stuff in here. Or more of it. Less Avalanche Caller, Bubble Snare, Ascended Spirit, Lotus Cobra. Put in like a bunch of big stuff down here. Make that work. But we'll see about doing a deck tech for that later. But if you guys have any recommendations or anything that you'd like to see in this deck, maybe something that I'm missing, please feel free to put it in the comments down below. And while you're down there, please make sure to like the video and also subscribe to the channel as well. I like to make daily content for you guys, and just about every other day we post some kind of MTG / vlog-esque kind of content. So if you guys want to see more of that, please subscribe to the channel. When we hit 100 subscribers, I'll dye my hair a crazy color. I don't know what it is yet, but obviously if it happens, you'll see it in future videos. But until then, that has been the Avalanche Color Challenge deck for Simic. I'd give it like a 2 out of 5 for right now. And then maybe after some tweaks it could get better. But right now, 2 out of 5. Definitely not going to be very competitive the way it is. So, but we'll see. Anyway, make sure to drink your water. Eat your vegetables. Don't be a dick. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. Nerd out.